Joining me now is Governor Tim Walz, Democrat of Minnesota. The No Kings flagship rally is scheduled in his state in Minneapolis-St. Paul on Saturday. Governor, it's good to see you. What made you want to attend the rally this weekend?
Well, good to see you, Chris. Well, I think it's just to be with my neighbors. I'm grateful to the folks. You saw it, organic leadership on the streets that showed that peaceful protest and resistance, standing up for human rights, constitutional rights, proves to be a very popular thing. And I think Donald Trump, just like so many things, breaks it and moves on. Some of it's buffoonish, Trump Steaks, Trump University, but he sent the federal government, armed agents in here, killed our citizens, did massive damage that will take years to recover from. And I did listen in that opening, which was fantastic, Chris. The one thing Donald Trump said I agree with. I'll use his line, never forget. We will never forget what happened here, and we're taking action against it. And I think you'll see it very visibly in the No Kings rallies, and grateful to folks across the country, but an understanding that I think Minneapolis and Minnesota provided the template here for pushing back on this guy. And there's work to be done. There's work to be done because we still need justice. Well,
I've been texting with people that I met when I was there, and they've said largely the same thing. There's just a lot of broken pieces. People that didn't leave their house for 40 days, people that lost their jobs, people whose kids' schooling was interrupted, people who didn't take medicine or skip medical procedures. I mean, it was almost like a COVID lockdown, right, for some of the people in your city who all these things still happen and they have to recover. How are people recovering?
It's horrific. There was a story in today's paper in the Minneapolis Star-Tribune. A gentleman missed his chemotherapy. Now he's in hospice. They killed him. That is going to kill this gentleman. And there are hundreds and hundreds of stories of all this disruption. They are still waging war on us. Each of these cabinet secretaries, they're withholding our Medicaid dollars. A state like Minnesota that has some of the lowest childhood poverty rates, they're trying to make it worse. Disrupted the education of our students and caused generational trauma. The good news is nobody here is forgetting. You saw that the Attorney General Ellison, Hennepin County Attorney Mary Moriarty are suing because we're not even getting access to the evidence so that we can do prosecutions where prosecutions are warranted. And I think for your viewers, that is so out of the ordinary. We've always partnered with our federal authorities when needed. And I made the move yesterday using my executive authority to put a commission together. We are capturing all of the stories, we being the ACLU, a lot of groups, especially immigrant groups. Folks at the United Nations and in Geneva are working because what happened in Minnesota and the absolute horrific assault on this state, if this happened in another country, it wasn't that long ago that the United States was a voice of reason, decency, and human rights. We would investigate those things. We're going to do that here, and we're going to capture these stories. And so if Donald Trump, like so many things, thinks he can move on from Greenland, Venezuela, tired of the war in Iran that he started, till the final days of this administration and beyond, Minnesotans will ask for justice. We demand it. We have to do that.
Yeah, we showed that headline that the Hennepin County District Attorney and Keith Ellison, the AG of your state, suing essentially, trying to get hands on evidence, because as far as we know, there's been no public real investigation of the deaths of those two citizens, residents of your state. That remains just sort of floating out there. I want to ask you too, as someone
who are these people? Where are they?
And maybe there was some,
Chris? Are they
there's
in the
some talk about how they were briefly taken off the job, but for all we know, they're back out there now.
Yeah, I don't believe that they were taken off the job, and I don't believe that it matters. Donald Trump said, like he said, I don't care. He doesn't care. Everything you listed there, from prices to what was done in Minnesota to what's happening in Iran and throughout the Middle East, he truly doesn't care. And I'm still scratching my head who those 29% are that still thinks he's there. But look, he's not going to go silently. And I have to tell you, the ICE agents in the airports, and I've been saying it, my fellow governors have been saying it, they just subpoenaed my Secretary of State and our voter rolls again, that they are definitely going to try and interfere with the election. That's why I think things like Saturday's No Kings rallies, like, not on our watch, you're not. Not on our watch are you going to take democracy from us. And that's why it's really important. And I keep saying, whatever your lane is in resistance, find that lane and be out there. For some people, it is marching in the streets. For others, it's helping at food banks. For others, it's letters to the editors. For others, it's just talking to their relatives. I'm going through that. Are you ready to come off the ledge now? Because we're sure ready for you to get off the ledge.
That point about the ICE agents in airports, I mean, what's become clear and what I think we saw reach a kind of crescendo in Minnesota now is Trump viewing that particular workforce as kind of his personal armed agents to deploy for the tasks, and to the point you were making about this being like, oh, we're going to put them in a place they don't belong, the airport, because we're going to be putting them in other places we don't belong. That does seem to be clearly what is being tested here.
Yeah, no, thank you for saying that, Chris. This is about normalizing. That's what they're trying to do. And they continue to test and they continue to push, and then they back off and then they come again. It's about feeling normalized that this is what we have. Look, I think many of us got used to TSA after 9/11. That was something new in our airports. Many of us were used to seeing, military-style police in airports in Europe and Asia. We weren't used to it in America. Now they're trying to do this same thing, like this is a normal thing. This is not normal. These guys aren't doing a damn thing. They weren't qualified to be here in Minnesota. They're not qualified to be at the airport, and they are dang sure not qualified to be anywhere near a polling station. But I would be absolutely shocked if he is not already making plans. I mean, Democratic states are seeing this assault. We have the most secure, fairest elections anywhere, and they're still coming for it.
Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, thank you so much for your time tonight, sir.
Thanks, Chris.